Well, what would be the difference between an atheist who wants to just throw everything out the window and versus someone who engages an ultimate construct, an ultimate deity? What would be the difference? Because it seems like what the atheists are saying is the same thing that under Jehovah's Jihad is what you would be saying.
Well, many of the militant atheists assign to Jehovah the term religion. That is, they restrict him to the construct religion, and they equate the two.
Okay.
Now, strangely enough, then we would be subject to the atheist, for example. That is, our rights would not be inalienable. That is, there would not be an ultimate alien, for example, from whom our rights would extend. They would then be granted by one another, and as soon as our rights are dependent or codependent upon someone, then they are now subject to cultural variations, differences in society as things change. Freedom of speech is no longer absolute because it now extends from our fellow man. The idea of an absolute deity that exists outside of us, above us, a superordinate source, affords us what would not be contingent or conditional by other men.
Okay.
So when atheists say remove God in the name of removing religion, the irony is religion doesn't need to be removed. It's already been checked and balanced and brought under the rule of law. There is no religious expression in this country that is anything but spiritual. You can publish books, you can use the radio airwaves, you can be on the internet, you can author books, you can go out and preach on the street corners, you can influence people, you can communicate, but there's no other expression that you can do. You can go inside your buildings.
That's right.
You can bow down 5 times a day facing Mecca. You can light candles in a cathedral. You can go in and read Torah studies in a synagogue. You can go into a sanctuary and have a dynamic, charismatic worship service. But once you leave those buildings and go about your daily lives, we all are back under the same purview.
That's right.
Which was established by this ultimate idea of
That's
deity.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
So I suppose the atheist is trying to deconstruct something that no longer exists, which is their figment of a religion that is unchecked and unbalanced, that has direct access.
Do you think, I'm sorry, do you think that they're in a way living in the past and trying to assert themselves over a religion that really has no power at all?
Well, in their assertion now to try to coercively correct religion, it's just too late. The religion's already been corrected. It's already been checked and balanced. It's already, there is no witch hunting season.
That's right.
There is no Inquisition in the United States. There are no one telling us what to say in school. We have no prescribed prayers in the public school. We have no prescribed liturgy from our government. We have no state church. So whatever it is atheists are doing, they're advantaging themselves based upon the ignorance of our population. To somehow cast religion in light of what its historical record shows. Well, it's now the past. There is no.
That's good. That's good.
There is nothing to deconstruct.